Tackle Talk Tuesday.
Tackle Talk.
Man, we are tired. It was
Yeah, I'm going to bed after this.
yeah. We ended up doing some fishing today. But before that, we were busy at the shop. It was it's been a crazy last couple weeks. So
knocking stuff out.
Yeah. We're gonna wait till a few people get in here. We'll see if anybody comes in here. Who knows? They want to come in and talk to us. Get a couple, but we got one person in here, so that's good.
Boy.
That's good. Now we got to show. What happened to these? Are these just that color?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were faded a little bit.
Well, they could be. I've had them for years and never used them.
What's going on, Craig?
Oh gosh, Craig's on here.
Yeah.
Turn it off. We don't need this show.
He's one of our two. We gotta have him.
Look, he just left.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Craig. Anyways, we're what's going on? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me get my phone up here too, so I can scroll through some of this.
We're getting all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, we got to get some energy. We ended up fishing. So the lake that we fished today is apparently it's you got to go through a gate to get to it. It's public.
Yeah, and apparently we stay too long.
Yeah, it's like a tackle store that runs it, and they lock the gate. They want to leave at 6. There's a bunch of old men, and they want to leave at 6. So we didn't know that until we come around the corner.
So we got escorted out. That was fun.
Yeah.
It's always an excitement.
They're sitting there waiting on the bank, waiting on us.
Yeah, we pull up. We shoot. I pulled the boat up on the trailer, and they're chasing us up the hill.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all can finish buckling it up outside the gate.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
I thought they were. Yeah,
they were cool though. They didn't yell at us too bad.
What's going on, David? David, I see you called a pig. Was it today?
I don't know. He don't work no more, does he?
No. Oh, he gimped up with his leg right now.
Oh, gimp.
No, man. He called, dude. That was a big fish.
Yeah, that joker had a belly on.
Yeah, she was ready to drop some eggs.
Yeah,
she was really ready to drop some eggs.
Yeah, you didn't squeeze on that belly, did you?
Yeah, that was.
Don't be licking on that belly either.
Yeah, let me pull that fish up real quick. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Everybody that's joining. Hey guys, if you're joining in, go ahead and hit the like button too if you don't mind. That'd be great. But hold on, let's pull this fish up. I want to show everybody this fish that David Williams caught today. I hope you don't mind me sharing this, David. This fish was a little over, it was 20 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But the gut on that fish, you see that, guys? Am I sharing it right?
Yeah.
Look at the gut on that thing. That's a nice catch, David.
Yep. That's a big one.
Real nice catch. Look, look at that.
Oh, that's the sexy beast himself.
Yeah. We need to get you one of those Oneobjective hats there, buddy. That's a nice fish, David. Real nice fish. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in again. We've had a good day fishing. I finally beat James today. He's been whooping my butt since the first of the year. I finally caught my first fish for 2021 today. So that felt good. And
Craig's back.
Yeah. I don't know if he ever left or not.
Oh. I don't know if he loves us anymore.
Yeah. But I finally caught one, and it was about yay long. It might have been that
It
long.
looks a lot bigger in the picture. It's like...
So, but anyways... And the new shirt. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
gotta get you some new shirt, too.
Yeah.
But caught that. Then we finally got it. It's like the spinnerbait bite just kept going. I mean, it was no monsters, though. I mean, they were... A couple of them wouldn't even keep her fish. Like, you couldn't even...
Yeah.
I caught one that was about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. You caught one about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. About the same size as the other one. Buck bass.
Yep, all bucks.
We did see a couple of good ones up there cruising in one spot.
Yeah, that's the only spot we seen them, and then the wind was blowing so bad on that body of water that we couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't see them no more. So
yeah. I mean, as soon as we got there, within the first 5 minutes, we seen two cruising, and we found a bed.
Yeah, they weren't locked. I don't think
they weren't locked on or nothing, but we know where they're gonna bed at right there. So
yeah. So I think for everybody that's listening right now, I don't know where you guys are at, so let us know we know where most of you guys are at. A lot of you guys are probably from Virginia, but I'm just curious if anybody's seen anything on beds yet. You know?
Yeah. Somebody caught someone on a bed.
Yeah.
Right in another lake near us.
Yeah.
So, but that lake's a little bit clearer, I think.
Yeah, I think so. That lake we were on today is.
Well, it's clear, but it's just the wind is. It's all
Yeah.
tea stain color down here, but.
But yeah, it was. But I mean, other than that, it was tough. I mean, you had to be in the wind today to catch them.
Yeah.
It seemed like, you know what I mean. Except that one you caught today, that one's off of a point.
But that one was in the wind.
That's true. It was. So.
But I mean, it hit it like it should hit it too. Yeah. I had 2 bites, and they would come off the same point.
Mm-hmm.
One was on the back side, one was on the front side.
Yeah, the wind was hitting the front point.
But
I mean, water temperatures we found in the back of that one creek was like
66.
Yeah, 66. And then on the main channel was like 64.
Yeah, I mean, the water temperatures are crazy. We were in a pocket. When we pulled back out of the pocket, which the pocket was, 100 feet long?
Yeah.
It was a degree difference in temperature just pulling out of the pocket.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy how camera they're always big. Just like he said, Craig said, just hold it close to the camera. They're always bigger.
Yeah, but then your thumbs look really big.
They said, I'm sure I missed fish. Had to fish faster than I wanted to due to wind. He had 64 degrees.
David Williams did?
Yeah. And then 65 where Craig was at. What is that?
Spate.
So, yeah,
that's all right around here.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's getting there, guys. It's about time. I mean, you know, we probably should have been. I didn't have no buzz baits today. We might have maybe should have thrown a little bit of buzz baits. I don't know. Maybe that's next week.
But the wind was so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think next week is going to be buzz bait weather.
Yeah, they're going to. I mean, we got a cold front that's going to be moving in pretty much tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
So Thursday's going to push everything back.
Chris O'Connor said Michigan water is 51 degrees, caught 9. That's jerkbait water there.
Good God, Michigan. I got some people down here from Michigan, right down here in Virginia. That's where my wife and stuff is at right now.
Visiting them?
Yep, visiting. They're heading back, I think, tomorrow. Start the journey back, about 12 hours from here.
Ooh. I want to go up here and do some smallmouth fishing.
Yeah.
Not straight really in Michigan so much, but like upper north.
Oh, yeah.
Or north. You know, upper north.
Yeah.
north.
Well, I got a place we can stay in Michigan.
Yeah. So, but anyways, but yeah, it was kind of. I mean, it was okay day. I mean,
well, you caught fish. I caught some fish, but I only caught 1 bass.
Yeah.
Caught a chain pickle.
Had a big bowfin.
Caught a bowfin. Had both of them on. I didn't get them. None of them in the boat. But I didn't really care about getting them in the boat either. And then the 1 bass. I jerked that joker right in the boat.
Bass Cat Dave's here.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, Bass Cat? Thanks for joining us tonight. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we're just kind of chit-chatting tonight. We don't really have no big topic to talk about. We're talking about spring bass fishing. I mean, it's all around the country right now, especially, you know, I don't know, like Midwest fishing or whatever. I'm sure they're going through the same stuff we're going through, but
I would think so.
I mean, the fish are pulling up. They're going to go on beds. Pickwick, that was a good event, especially for the kayakers and the elites. If you guys missed the show from Sunday, make sure you go check that out on there too. We had a good conversation with Bill Lowen and then KJ
Queen.
Yep, KJ Queen. That was a good conversation. What was that comment? I didn't see it.
If y'all hear a bunch of loud noise, that's my family.
The children are here.
Yeah.
The children are here. Go get them on a chatterbait.
I caught the bowfin I caught was on a chatterbait today. I just don't have a lot of luck on a chatterbait. I just need to keep it in my hand. I'm doing something wrong. Hey, what gear ratio reels do y'all use throwing a chatterbait?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question, I think. For me, anyway, because I want to know.
See, Bass Cat said they're already done as far as bed fishing. They're done down there where he is at. Bass Cat, where are you from again?
He's from Texas, ain't he?
He might be. I think he might have been Texas.
Because we met him down, I think it was Texas.
Picked that special spro and fished Northland River with great success. Good looking out. That was Chad Daniel.
You've been
Is that
been
the
using my bait?
old special spro there? He's from Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're done down there. Then
Yeah.
I love fishing in Louisiana. That was fun when we went down there.
Yeah.
Except for the food poisoning deal.
David Williams is a 6'8".
Scott Reed.
Oh, he's in Lower Alabama.
Is it Lower Alabama? Oh, I seen L.A. That's what I didn't know.
Oh yeah, pre-spawn. I love pre-spawn.
Still,
It's like that. They wanna do the thing, but like they're not like right there yet.
Yeah, I mean they're nothing. They're not
6'2".
even. Yeah, it's a lot of 7-1s. 6'2". Haven't caught anything with one since I broke off the old B height delight.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah. Scott Reed said, question about your trolling motor mount for the Titan 10. After the motor is mounted, is there still room for the pedals? Or do you just need to leave the pedal in the truck? That's up to the propels. There's still room for it. I mean, that's up to you. We like taking it out just because it gives us a lot of foot room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I would run it, go fish a small area without it. Yeah. And see how you like it. It's going to open up your whole deck space a ton. Yeah. And see if you need it or not. I mean, the only reason that I would put it in there is like if you knew you were going to make a long run that you think that you might run out of battery.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and you're just going to need a different way to get back to the ramp. Other than that, I would not.
What I'd do is I'd take that thing down, take that little pipe out, and I'd slide it down in the daggone. Well, I don't know if you can do that on 10. If you take the pipe out, you can. The one that latches
you
down
can,
on top.
but you have to carry Allen wrenches and stuff like that to put it back together. But that ain't a big deal.
No, it's not a big deal. I mean, if you needed to do it real quick, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it is a lot of extra weight to have in the front of the.
Yeah, front of the boat.
Yeah, more than likely you won't need it. I don't even think I carried mine when I went.
Yeah.
Because Josh carried his. I figured. No way both of our motors was going to break. So.
Yeah. Kyle Wilson said, that was one of, then he said he met us at Prince. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, don't tell anybody about that lake.
Yeah. That's Lake X.
No, it's not.
Where did y'all fish today? Lake X2. No, you can
at Mead. Yeah. We fished Lake Mead today because, of course, we got in trouble.
Yeah, if you
we didn't get yelled at too bad. I've got yelled at before really bad, but I wasn't even trying to get yelled at today. And I told him 6. I told Josh 6, but I was like, "There's no way they're going to close at 6." Not
the bite's still good.
I figured they'd be open until 7, which would still be way early.
Yeah.
But I was wrong. When we pulled around the corner and we were the only truck in the boat ramp, I was like, dude,
we wanted to go over and fish the little waterfall there.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't know if we should or not.
Yeah. And we seen them out there outside the tackle shop watching us. I believe if we would have went over and fished that, they would have probably
we'd have gotten in trouble.
But
it's better to ask for forgiveness and permission sometimes, though.
Yeah. Yak bass is so many Lake X's.
We'll start naming them the alphabet, like A, B,
like A. Hey, Robert was asking how we did today. We caught a total of probably 10 fish. 10
with
fish.
The other
with the junk fish, the trash fish.
Yeah.
But I mean, James caught one about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I caught one about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. And
that was the biggest fish that we caught.
It was tough. I mean, we could catch fish on a spin. We just was throwing a spinnerbait. I was throwing a Z-Man.
But when we went all the way up the lake, though,
it died.
The bite died,
and the water was warmer.
We had to come back down the lake. As soon as we did, we pulled up in some of those spots, and I mean, things just turned right back on again. So I think the upper end of the lake was just not as good. But
I guess
you never know until you try. Would
that be considered actually as the lower end of the lake? Really, because the dam was down there. But it felt like the upper. I guess because we're where we're putting in at.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm guessing the lower end of the lake was not as good.
Yeah.
As where we were about mid lake. We're gonna say mid lake. Where was that?
Well, I mean, at the dam. I mean, the last couple of fish we caught was right there.
That's true too. Yeah. Let's see. Kyle said he put in a Lone Star. Thankful the gate opens after sunset.
Yeah. Lone Star is some good lakes, too. I love
Yeah.
Lone Star lakes. Which lake were you fishing there?
Yak Bass said fish North Landing.
North Landing.
Yeah. Bite was hot.
Really?
Got 14.
When today?
That's Robert. You know it was today. He fishes every day.
Oh, yeah, he ain't got no job. No, he's in the military.
Yeah.
He does. He's got a major job.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everything he does.
Yeah.
But we got to pick on him when we can because he's
Yeah.
always fishing.
Yeah. It's hard to beat the man when he's on the water all the time.
Yeah. He invite us fishing.
Yeah. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, whatever.
He said, shh. Kyle said, is that Auntie? That's the one he fished today on Lone Star.
I got to go look at that one. I don't know
Only
which
got
one
one,
that
but
is.
it was 17 inches long.
Send me all your, GPS spots.
Yeah, GPS coordinates.
Only got one with 17.
Yeah, so I mean it's all across here, across from Crystal.
Okay, I think I know which one you're talking about.
YouTube Police Department. Sup? Oh Lord, let's see where this one goes.
YouTube police.
Yeah. Hey man.
We ain't doing nothing bad.
Yeah. So anyways, a couple baits. Kind of want to go over a couple baits that we use for spawning. I know that it is it's a junk fishing when it comes to spawning. You know what I mean? Like it can go from topwater bites in the morning when the shad spawn's going on, depending on the body of water you're in and how the shad spawn is, to reaction baits to buzz baits are a good bait during spawn.
Yeah.
It's a good way to locate bass during the spawn.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my butt whipped by a guy that I used to work with at my old job. That dude threw a buzz bait when the water temperature hit 55, and he quit throwing a buzz bait when the water temperature hit 55.
Yeah.
So, he threw it all year long. So, that's a good bait. Last year when we fished, what was that? What was the lake we fished with Jason and them? When was talking about going to? Western Branch.
Yeah.
I caught all of them on a buzz bait, and it was right at the time they were on beds.
Yeah, it was. Yep. Yeah, they were getting ready to pull up on bed.
Yeah.
I think we actually seen some.
We seen beds, but we didn't see nothing in the beds, though.
I thought we seen a couple rolling.
Maybe we did. But, that's where should I go tomorrow?
Don't ask us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Depends on you want to catch some little fish. I can tell you a good lake to go catch some little fish at right now.
Yeah. On spinnerbait.
Yeah.
We already told you.
Yeah. But we talked about this a while back. This right here, it's Big Bite Baits. This is their, I think they call it the Warmouth. I think I don't know what that's called. That's what it's called.
On tags, not even
Yeah, but that's what they're called, Warmouth. But you can get them in you got different. I think it actually is one of the colors I like to throw is Warmouth. It's got the white on it. This one's actually got.
It's bluegill.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit
sungill or something.
A little bit of yellow on it. But I'm gonna tell you what, you can rig this bait with the hook down in the side instead of because it's supposed to be rigged here in the bottom. But if you rig it sideways, and you can flip that thing over, and it'll do that too. And I don't know what it is, man. But them fish, you'll get certain ones that it looks like a perch coming in there eating. But I've also seen, and I have tried it, is putting them on a shaky head and flipping it over because you put it on a football head, it stands it up,
Yeah.
So it's that's just one bait I like to throw. Like I said, we showed y'all last Tuesday.
Yeah.
The white baby destroyers or D-bombs.
Yeah, the D-bomb, the baby D-bomb.
Did we even have those in the boat today?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Just making sure because we bought those and then we never even
Yeah, no, I put them in the boat this past weekend just in case.
Yeah. So, but let me check some more questions here, comments. Let's see.
Go ahead and hit that like button if you're in there.
Yeah, if you guys are joining, go ahead and hit the like button.
What you got?
Throw them on a drop shot on beds. Huh, I never thought about that.
Oh, those on a drop shot?
Yeah. Kyle said, ever been to Airfield Lake?
Yes. Yep.
Never been there. You have. I have never been there.
Yeah.
Isn't that where somebody else that we're friends with?
Yeah. Yeah, he goes there. But yeah, that's not too far from here either, from my house really either. It's in Wakefield, Virginia.
What are some of you guys' favorite? That didn't even sound right. Use guys.
Use guys.
Sound from up north. What are some of you guys? I can't even say that right now. Favorite baits when it comes to bed fishing. That's what I want to know. Like, what is? I mean, we all know a Texas rig works great. That's how you try to get percentage of your hookups. But is there something that you just what I'm gonna go ahead and throw? This is something I always have tied on when I fish or on beds. I like to know what you guys throw. What did Robert, was it y'all?
So they're hitting the red.
Oh shit! They're biting red harder than any lake I've been on this month. They're biting red harder. So I guess
he's talking about the red baits.
Oh yeah,
red baits on that lake.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people catching them like that. Jig.
Yeah, it's hard to bait. It's hard
A tube is good. I do throw a tube. I think I throw like a disco candy.
That's something
the
you
tube.
throw.
Yeah, I love disco candy. But yeah, and sometimes I'll dip the end of the little tails in chartreuse, just so you can see it a little bit better. Because I've been fishing with it, and you're working if you're working a fish sometimes, and they're just not hitting it, you can do something just as simple as just dyeing the tips of those things up just a little bit, and then they'll just annihilate it.
It's something about that chartreuse. I guess it's like a perch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when you catch a perch, most of the time it don't look like it's got chartreuse on it.
No, but I guess it might not look like that to us, but underneath the water it might.
Yeah. I'll put Alka-Seltzer in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of that.
I
think people put earplugs in them.
Yeah, make them float.
People take a little earplug and shove in there.
Is that like a regular tube, or using like a what was it the ones that like Isham used to have, like the mega tube, or what is it?
Always about some mega tube.
Mega tube. I said ish. Oh man. Yeah, jig's hard to beat.
Yeah.
On a bit. I mean, that's a good bait.
Yeah.
Did you even flip a jig today?
Nope. I've been working a chatterbait and stuff like that a lot more, and just throwing a Texas rig and stuff like that.
I figured Robert Brown would say a jig.
Yeah, he always throws.
I need to go back and look at all of our comments for the shows. I bet you he's said jig a lot.
Yeah, he throws a jig.
He throws jig a lot. Regular 4-inch tube. Swim bait when they won't hit anything else. You're right there. I think a swim bait, like I said, swim bait.
I think a swim bait would work today.
And a buzz bait, depending on the weather.
Mm-hmm. And a fluke.
Yeah, and a fluke. I tried that today. It didn't work.
We seen a bunch of bait fish in the back of a cut, and we seen a lot of bait fish on the Panoptics today. I mean, they were just schooled up, and I think that's why they were hitting his spinnerbait so good.
It's a D-bomb shockwave on Recon Shad rigged with a shaky head, or a Recon Shad rigged on a shaky head. Yeah. A D-bomb's hard to beat.
I love it. I like a baby destroyer.
Oh, you fancy with that Panoptics, dude! I'm gonna tell you what. So this is the first time I've really messed with perspective. Now I've messed with the Panoptics and all that, but the perspective is pretty cool. What do you say?
You should throw crappy baits to catch fish. Golly, I know I need to.
They that Panoptics, the perspective mode to see the bait fish in the trees. And then that one when we was at the lower end of the lake, you could see the bass or something was chasing them bait fish.
Yeah.
And then when I pulled my spinnerbait through it, I popped it. And them dudes like...
Yeah, and then they just blew up.
Yeah.
And then you could still see some of the bait fish. They followed the spinnerbait all the way back to the boat.
Robert said, if you like a D-bomb, check out Riot Baits. Fuzzy Beaver. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
But
we'll check a fuzzy beaver out.
Okay.
What color of fuzzy beaver do you like?
Yeah. Yeah, they have got some really good drop shot worms too. I don't have none, but I've been looking at. I've been eyeballing them. I like
I
to
gotta
try.
check them out.
Yeah, just the way the tail and all that's made on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out Fuzzy Beaver as soon as we get off of here.
God.
I'm gonna Google Fuzzy Beaver.
Yeah. See
what I come up with.
Oh God. You better watch how you Google that one. But I mean, like I say, today was a good day. I mean, I'm glad some of the other guys had a good time. Good time catching fish. Been out there
He said
catching.
he'll hook us up with some.
All right, yeah. He did. We gotta give him his.
We got his cup.
Yeah, we gotta get your cup to you.
Yeah. Got your cup.
He said, Basket said, yeah, do that. Talking about Googling.
Did he already Google it?
Yeah, I don't know. James, yeah, everyone says, keep saying that, James. I'm calling YouTube police. Oh, man.
Oh,
but
boy.
yeah. I mean, it was good. Like I say, I'm just excited for him to get up on the bed finally. I want to see some big ones up there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a good year. I mean, like I said, they're going to get set back a little bit here.
Yeah,
next couple days, it's going to set them back some. But I think all next week and everything's supposed to be in the 70s.
Yeah.
So they're going to, I think next week, they're going to be.
If this rain comes in, it could be I mean, now granted, Friday's going to be cold.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday are going to be cold, even at night.
He said, how was Mead fishing? Like I say, today, that's where we was at today, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it was okay. I mean, we got there at lunchtime, a little after lunchtime. It's what, 1 o'clock?
Yeah, it was probably almost 2.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. The morning bite might have been really good too, but we were just fishing new water today. Like some of it. Some of you fished before, and then some of you've never been to before. So.
Yeah, because we took the John Juan out, so we were able to go underneath the bridge, the 58 bridge. So I've never been past the 58 bridge, so we went on up through there. Thank God we had enough fuel to get back.
Yeah, no lie. James picks up the gas can. I hope we got enough to get back. Like, oh man, that's a long. Them dudes would have really been mad if we had to troll all the way back.
Oh yeah.
Dave Williams said it's a good friend that'll slide you some fuzzy beaver. Yeah.
Hey, the only,
only true friend. Oh man, yeah, it's.
Their shows seem to always go this way. A little,
it's
a
like
little
normal
bit.
Conversation.
Yeah, I mean, but
30 seconds into a phone call. It's bad.
30 seconds. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Most of the time before
that would be a record.
Yeah.
Most of the time when one of us calls one another, if we got kids in the car, we always have to say before that other person has a chance to say hi is, I got you on speakerphone.
Yeah. Or we just don't put you on speakerphone.
Yeah.
Normally I won't never put us on speakerphone. That's not a good thing.
Yeah. That's how our conversations start out. So, but yeah, I mean, like I say, it was good. We're hoping to get out a couple of days next week. Definitely.
Yeah, it'll be spring break next week. We'll have the kids. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then,
let's see.
Thursday's going to be 31.
As a low.
Yeah.
47 Friday for the high, and then 58 in the 70s.
Yeah.
Next week.
29.
Oh, yeah. Friday, lows 29.
Yeah. I think next week will be.
Wednesday's going to be on fire. I think Wednesday you'll see a bunch of fish up on beds. The moon is, I don't know what the moon looks like tonight, but yesterday it was bright. It was big old full moon. Well, it was about a full moon, one of the two. So they got to be coming up.
Yeah, I mean, what have we seen? We've seen some geese.
Yeah, the geese are up on their nest right now. Most of the time, if the geese are on their nest,
that means the fish should be too.
Yeah. So, and then you got all the dogwoods and all that are blooming. So they're there. They're right there at it. So if this wave is just kind of slowly coming up, the next week, I would say by Wednesday, probably by Tuesday, but by Wednesday definitely you're going to see a bunch of fish.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot up tomorrow too, I think.
Jeez Louise, I missed your show today. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Well, you're here now.
You ain't missed it completely.
No.
I'm cutting my X at 3 shaft tomorrow. Oh, just watch the video. It's all right. Don't be scared.
Yeah, it'll be.
It's easy.
Yeah, just be careful with your wire. You know, I mean that's the main thing.
Just be careful around the wire and bug on a Tokyo rig. That's a good.
I have not done a Tokyo rig.
I have a couple. I've never thrown them, but that would be a good technique to try.
Bass said you missed James googling fuzzy beaver. Larry said he cut his 2 weeks ago. Thanks, guys, for joining in with us right now. Appreciate it. Like I say, if you're just now joining us, please hit the like button. Also, have you guys checked out some of you probably already know. I'm sure a good majority of you guys, 13 of you right now, already know. But make sure you go check out our shirts on OneObjectiveBF.com and our hats. We actually only got a few hats left.
Yeah.
I don't know what we got left in those, but we ain't many. So, but hopefully, you know, maybe we'll do another order of hats soon. Definitely plan on doing another order of shirts in the coming future.
Yeah.
But we got
and maybe we'll even do hoodies. But
yeah.
Most people won't need them right now. You might need them this Friday, but Thursday and Friday, but you won't get them out.
We'll probably do something like later in the year for like a pre-order for hoodies.
Yep.
I think it's kind of. I mean, those hoodies are pretty nice though. Like if it's just a little cool outside,
yeah. I mean, if you're getting first thing in the mornings and stuff like that, was a little nippy. You can throw it on.
Larry says he's waiting on his keel guard. If it's already shipped, you should have it soon. But if not, it should ship here in the next day or so. We've been about, I don't know. It depends on the product. You know, the keel guards normally we have out in about 2 days.
Yeah,
something like that. And then
2-3 days.
You know, when you get down to the actuated and non-actuated mounts, we're about
2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
On just those, just because we like to build them in bulk.
Yeah.
When we build them, so when they come off, building one of those at a time, you know, it's just not efficient. So we try to let them build a little bit, and then just take a mass day and just build every one of them at one time. All the other stuff we try to just build. We're trying to get stock, but
it's hard to.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we appreciate it. We really do. We appreciate all the business.
It's
awesome. It's just been really crazy. So that's why we finally just today we was like, you know, we work like the last several weeks. We've been working till 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
One night it was close to 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we didn't get home till it was 11:30 or so.
He's patient, loves his bow mount. That's good. I appreciate it. You know, I really like it. I really love seeing so many people now switching over to the bow mount, just realizing how efficient it is.
Oh, yeah. It's a game changer.
Yeah. I mean, not knocking any guys with stern mounts, not knocking any other motors out there. But, I mean, when it comes to being efficient on the water and fishing and being able to stay on a location, I mean, you're almost to the point, like, I'm going to say spot lock's great for rivers, you know, fishing stuff. And then you're almost to the point where a power pole is not as needed as you normally would need it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Oh, yeah. Because
I think it's still a place for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain times that you definitely would want it. I mean, like, if we go wade up the river, I'm going to want it 100%.
If you're coming back down a river, too, if you want to stop, you know, and some really shallow stuff.
I mean, if you just want, like, bed fishing, if you were bed fishing, you could put it out, power pole down, and then take your anchor pole holder that we sell and put that in another spot, and you anchor down in 2 spots. You ain't going nowhere, especially in a kayak, and it's going to be fine.
Yeah. Larry said he tagged you guys on my video on Facebook. Hey, check that out. Sorry if I don't get to everybody's comments or, you know, when they share stuff. It's kind of tough to get
fishing a shallow flat.
Yeah. If you're fishing a shallow flat, power pole's great for.
Yeah.
You know, well, to be honest with you, like bed fishing. Not unless you are further away from the bed where you can flip a long ways and make long casts. But if you're up on the bed, you're not going to want to run spot lock because you're just going to silt the bed in. So, but yeah, that's when a power pole is definitely needed.
We could have used that today.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yep. So, I mean, like I said, they still got their place. But I just like seeing these guys running bow mounts. I like seeing the industry going this way. Not just because we sell the bow mounts, but just for the fact that people are going to be so more efficient. And he said, I'm calling into the show. But just people can be so much more efficient, you know? I mean, it's crazy how much more fishing time you get. You don't think about it until like the end of the day, and you think about the times that you spot lock when you had to retie when the wind was blowing, it didn't blow you all the way down. You had to paddle back. Or,
yeah, I mean, even with the John boat, I mean, we use spot lock multiple times a day in the wind. If the wind is blowing down there and you hit spot lock, boom, you're done. I mean, you can sit there and do whatever you need to do, retie, whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did a couple times. We retied, sitting down, and you can do. And if the wind's blowing the right way, you can actually use, like, people have bass boats, like the John boat, stuff like that. You can use your whole boat to fish out of instead of just being up front the whole time.
Yeah.
And get worn out being on that pedal the whole time.
Yep.
You can, like, if the wind's blowing you a certain way, spot lock it.
Yeah.
Run to the back of the boat and fish it like you want, and you can break the water down and actually fish that spot. Because today in the wind, when we got into a couple pockets, and I mean, there's a lot of times I wouldn't have fished where we fished today without spot lock.
Especially on a kayak.
Oh yeah, because without it, you would just be blown all over the place.
Yeah, you'd be fighting it.
But I mean, even in the John boat, I mean, we fished some stuff, and I mean, when we went to go retie, you would have just been all the way.
Yeah,
you'd have missed the rest of it. You know,
that or blow you into the, because we was having to fish in windblown banks, so it was blowing you up into this stuff. You know what I mean? So, and then if you would have had to have a power pole, you'd have had to get right up on the bank to power pole down anyway. In some of them spots. So
yeah, to me, probably the most efficient tool on any boat. If it had to be electronics, power poles, and trolling motor, like that, hands down, I would have a spot lock system over all of it.
Yeah.
At this point in time, the pan optics is great, but to be more efficient on the water, I'd choose spot lock all day long. It used to be power pole.
Yeah.
I'd have power pole over electronics.
Yeah, yeah. And we pushed that for a while. I mean, that was when people was asking us, what would you buy for your kayak first? Other than a motor. We were always like a power pole before you buy electronics. We really were.
Yeah.
But I mean, now it's the bladed spinnerbait lure. Have you guys seen that bladed spinnerbait lure?
Send us a picture of it.
Yeah. Interesting. Basscat said, I have thought about a motor, but my Hobie already weighs a ton. Well, I mean, you can take it off if you needed to load it.
Yeah, it's not that. I mean, our mount weighs like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
And with the other piece on it, it's just a small puck. So you're probably looking at like 2.5, 3 pounds is all that it's going to add to the front of the kayak. And then you can just have your unplug it, and take the motor off. And the motor weighs, I think it's 40 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it is heavy on the front of a kayak, but you wouldn't believe a Hobie is actually lighter than you think it is.
Yeah.
Compared to a lot of other brands. Boats. And I never would have thought, as big of a boat as the 360s and stuff are, I would have never thought that they'd be that light for the size.
What's up, 10 Bass Bros 23? Which one of you own the puppet behind you?
Oh, that's me. Are you talking about this one?
I guess.
The puppet.
Maybe.
Huh. Maybe that's it. That's my daughter's probably. I mean, I sleep with it sometimes, but
yeah, that's what he said. Let's see. Titan 13.5 and it's heavy. I'm on it. Yeah. Titan is heavy.
Yeah,
Titan is heavy. That's a one person John boat.
Yeah. You better have a trailer if you got a Titan 13 or Titan 12.
Guy was on here talking about the 50 amp lithium. He said if it takes too much juice, I will get a second 50 amp. I tell you, I'd be very, very, very. I don't know which brand you're running. Each brand has their ratings and they have everything. Just be careful running a 50. We recommend nothing less than an 80.
Yeah,
because the amp draw is so
unless
heavy.
you were to have a 45-pound thrust troll.
Yes. If you have a
45, a 50 would probably be fine.
Yeah,
and you would probably be able to run it probably all day.
Yeah,
I would say on a 50. Because as long as you're not running wide. No, Craig's got 100 amp.
No, but I mean,
Craig has a 45 pounds of thrust.
Yeah,
and I think he got his wife a 45 pounds of thrust too.
Yes, yeah. 10 Bass Bros. Question: since you guys don't manufacture a mount for the Sin 128T, what would you recommend material-wise to use for a mount?
Where are you located?
Yeah.
First off, because I mean, we do custom mounts and everything like that, and if we could get our hands on something like that, then
that's what he's talking about.
I've never thrown that before. I've seen that.
Never thrown anything. I'll show everybody else what he's talking about right there.
Anybody else thrown that?
Looks pretty cool. Thanks, Robert, for sharing that. Man, you know, I fight with. Well, I don't say I fight with. I'm a stickler. I love my. Which you should. I love my spinnerbait to run straight. I'm curious what that does.
Well, it's got so many joints in it. It probably runs straighter than, because this would have to bend first.
Yeah.
So it's on a swivel. So it's just gonna kind of.
Maybe we need to order one and shoot a video with it.
Maybe.
See what we think. Y'all think that should be on the next Tackle Tuesday? That thing is $16 though. We're gonna need some donations. Y'all gonna have to donate to us so we can buy this. Everybody, if everybody puts in $1 right now. No, I'm just kidding.
But seriously.
Yeah, seriously. If everybody put a $50 in right now, we could buy one.
We can share it.
Yeah. We'll share it with you guys and show you what we think about it. What was I at here? Somebody else had a question. I thought I seen on there. About material. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Where are you at? I was hoping to see. Let us know where you're at. I mean, we might be able to help you out with something. You know,
I mean, we can even.
He's in Minnesota.
We can even sell you some material.
Yeah. I mean, if you need some material,
we
to make you one, we can help you out. I just want one for the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot.
We're going
Old Town Sportsman Autopilot 120S. Oh, that's got the autopilot, right? So I guess you want a bow mount for the autopilot instead of the motor that they have in there. That's what Kyle will. I mean, I could be reading it wrong.
Contact us through Messenger.
Yeah.
Send us some pictures about what you're thinking about doing.
Next Tuesday, lure reviews on those.
I would think it would be fine. You're not on the 14, the 45 pound on the 14.
Where am I reading
this one?
Oh, how would a 45 thrust be on a PA?
It would 14? Be. I think it would be fine. You're not going to pick up but a couple tenths of a mile an hour difference between the 55 and the 45.
Yeah.
And to me, it's probably not worth the extra money for 2 or 3 tenths. If me and you were racing there and we were both in the same kayak with the same load, I might get there. Depending on the run,
6 cast ahead of you.
Yeah,
maybe if that.
Yeah, it's not gonna be
because look,
that big a deal.
Depending on what you run. Oh, all right. So PA 14. Let's just compare it to Bonafide because that's what we know speeds more. Yeah. So on the Bonafide, what were we getting? Was it 5? Was it that?
On what?
The XI3.
XI3
with the 55.
With the 55.
Yeah. 55 pound thrust, the one we got right now.
We probably need to reshoot that one. But it was like 5.2.
Yeah, it was something like that. But I mean, that's empty though. I mean, that's not a full load.
Yeah.
But I would think with the 45, you're gonna get
with the 30 on the back, we were getting 4.8 on the back.
Guys that were going up to a 40 and a 45
were getting the same speed.
Yeah, they was not hardly getting anything more than what we were getting.
So
even with the 55, because see, this is what happens when you go up. You need to go with bigger batteries, which you're adding more weight. You know what I mean? So, and then the motor itself weighs more.
Yes.
Especially when you get to the 55 compared to a 45. I don't know about that on bow mount, but in stern mount compared to the 30 to the 55, it's a big weight difference.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when the 30 and the money difference. What?
He said I get 4.5, but I'm fat and have a turning load.
Who was that?
Robert. Yeah, he said according to your video, 5.5. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we were getting.
Well, that was empty.
Yeah. He said, perfect. That was 10 Bass Bros. Email you guys. Yeah, you can email us, and then we'll try to work out something for you. Just email us at oneobjectivebf@gmail.com. I'll be putting a motor guide on the bow. Motor guide now makes a custom 30-cent shaft for the kayak, which is pretty sweet. Yeah.
It's just getting a hold to them, which we have some on order.
We got a date of 14th of April when they'll ship. But, that could get pushed back. I don't know. I know guys that ordered them a while back, they were getting pushed back.
So the 36-inch is still unavailable in Canada.
Wow.
It's probably because they can't keep the demand down here.
Yeah. I said, so the difference between the two 45 and 55 thrusts is the torque is torque. So you'll be able to get that same speed and current or when adding resistance. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some variables that you're going to get. You know what I mean? But, I mean, top speed, you're not going to gain much. You're not going to gain a whole lot more. You know what I mean? But a lot of that gain depends on your setup as well.
Yeah, it depends on how much, like, if you're going to make a big run, but you could pack light, you probably would outrun somebody in the 55.
Yeah. Guy said that's why he bought the 54, cut it down. Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of people do. It's eventually going to be to the point where it's going to be hard to get the 50s and the 40s.
The 40s, the 50s. I think they even make some 60s.
Yeah.
It's just going to be hard to get them because you can just cut it down. I mean, if we have a video on it, it's super easy. We cut Robert Brown's down. I think it took 30 minutes. He went to go get pizza, and I had it done when he came back.
Yeah. Thanks, Robert, for that pizza. It was good.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
So you customers should come by. We like to eat pizza. Just saying. If you really want to woo us.
And we do custom rigging, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we do custom rigging. We'll rig your kayaks out. We'll do...
Just call ahead.
Yeah, don't just show up, please.
Yeah, we had to schedule ahead and work out, all the logistics of it. Robert said top speed really is no gain. Completely agree with you. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah, because Robert was running a Torpedo before. Yeah. 403. Robert, what speed were you getting with your 403 on your kayak? Because that would be pretty much loaded the same way that you're loaded.
I would think it was probably like 5.1. It seemed like everything we did with the Torpedo was like 5.1, 5.2 on the 403.
Yeah. 5.3.
Yeah, loaded. I mean,
yeah.
You're really not, like, say, I think he said he was getting 4.5. So, I mean, you'll get outrun, but I mean, it's not a big deal.
Okay. But you can spot lock on a spot and you're not using it as much. So
when homeboy's floating back by because he can't stay on the spot.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're more efficient on certain things. You lose,
Yeah,
you're losing, but you're also gaining at the same time.
But yeah, I think this industry's come a long ways. I think this whole AC don't care about the speed. Yeah, I don't either.
I used to.
Yeah,
I thought it was a big deal.
Used to be cool, but now it really isn't.
Yeah.
You're just burning juice when you're running that fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. When they blasted off at Louisiana, and I had that little 30 pounds of thrust trolling motor, and I thought I was something, and all them Hopi guys came through paddling, and I was like, "Holy crap, these guys are gone!"
Yeah, they were getting it, man.
Yeah, I mean, was it Dusty Yacker? That dude was gone.
What did Craig send? I'm scared to see. Oh, what is that? Oh, on the Hobie. Yep. Yeah, this is something Craig's done for one of their customers. That's a Hobie. Is that the 12?
Yeah, that was the 12s.
So they went with the saltwater motors, right?
Yep.
Craig, you cut those down for them.
Yep, I think they were 54s.
Are they still working?
Yes, they're still working. I've seen pictures.
I'm just kidding, Craig.
You need this, Craig.
Love you, Craig. He knows we're playing. Tim. Oh, thanks, Tim Bass, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
Tim, look, guys, we're close to the spinnerbait.
Yeah, we're getting real close.
If we just get a couple more, we can buy this thing, and we will have it next Tuesday.
So if we don't get any more, we're gonna still have to buy it.
Yeah, we still got to buy it, but we won't have to. We won't have to spend $5 out of our pocket.
No. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Kyle Wilson said the spot lock is the winning factor. Basscat Dave said the hole is only so efficient. You're right. None of these holes are built for a motor, really.
No.
They, Bonafide built had the 4-bolt hole pattern on the back. The intentions were just to be a power pole.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jackson. Same thing with a few other brands out there. That was not meant to be for a motor. Actually, if you was talking to Bonafide there for a while, they were so content on paddle sport.
Yeah.
And then it just started growing, and now I mean you really look at it.
They're probably the second most motored
kayak in an industry.
Yes, out there.
Yeah, I mean it's, but the thing about the Bonafide is there's a lot of drag under it. When you're trying to get speed, there's a lot of drag. If you're seeing water coming up through the dry pod on some of them,
yeah, it's a very stable hull, but it's made to be
paddled.
Yeah. But on the other hand, there's not after all the other kayaks that we've been in, there's not a lot of kayaks that you can get in and not ever have to worry about putting scuffer plugs in.
Yeah.
We've only been in a couple kayaks that handle it like that, and the Bonafide is one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That handles, I mean, it's handled pretty much everything that we've
done
to it, and it handles it with ease. A lot of other kayaks, I mean, if you just get in them, and they're bigger kayaks, and you go to step in it without a scuffer plug in it, the whole bottom of the thing's going to fill up. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah. Been there, done that one.
Probably one of the driest kayaks I've been in is the Bonafide.
Yeah. The Bonafide. And I mean, I was really impressed with the Crescent when we put that on
Absolutely.
there. The Crew.
Yep. I mean, the Crescent was a really good one. I mean, with putting the motor on there, I was completely surprised how well it handled it.
Yeah.
When we put the bow mount on the front, I was scared to actually put it on the front because it seems narrower, but it actually it took it.
And people asked us to put it on some of the other smaller boats. We just kind of don't prefer to do it on some of them small boats because
you got to watch for turning.
Yeah.
With a bigger boat, you've got a little bit more time to react, and sometimes it's not even enough then.
Yeah.
But you can turn these things on a dime. If you check our Hobie video out, I'm doing 360s like wide open one way and then turning it wide open the other way, and it's crazy.
Let's see. Craig says I have 100 amp hour on a 45-pound thrust, 5 hours on the water, less than 20%. Yeah. You got a good find there on that battery there. Why do y'all prefer the Motor Guide over the Minn Kota?
We don't necessarily.
Yeah. I mean, we've always, to be quite honest with you, from the bass boats, Minn Kota was the only trolling motor that I ever thought existed. Yeah. I mean, I had Motor Guide, and I was not a big fan of the Tour or any of that.
Yeah. I bought a mini of Motor Guides, and I was not happy. This one here, with the spot lock feature and everything like that, it's just been a really good motor for us. And now, I mean, the kayak industry is just kind of taking that motor on. But the Minn Kota, to me, is identical,
Yeah.
And the bolt pattern is exactly the same. For those certain motors that look and act just like the XI3.
Yeah.
Was it the Traverse?
Yeah, Travera or Traverse or something like that.
Tarova,
or something. I mean, most of them use a 6-hole pattern.
Yeah.
And then you just get your quick release plate and you're good to go. But like I say, you hear issues with all of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's that other brand?
The Hyson or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that uses a different deal.
To what?
Not sure what that one is, but just have to wait on that one. Sorry, something popped up on our phone there. Let's see. If I change, let's see. Guy says XI3 weight about. What's that? Y'all need to name that guy. That's the Fuzzy Beaver.
Josh, will you touch my Fuzzy Beaver?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is trying to get these questions here. Y'all can test on my Field and Stream Shadowcaster POS if you wanna. Field and Stream Shadowcaster. I have to look that one up. I don't think I've seen that one. What sold me on the Bonafide was when Chad dragged the Bonafide behind the truck.
Yeah, a lot of people said that.
Yeah.
But you still got to be careful. You got to be mindful about what you do.
Yeah. You got to look at it, too. For one, it was over pavement. which is a little slicker. Granted, it'll cut it up. I'm not saying it ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a lot of weight on it. That's where people get into it. When you get all the weight in something and you hit rocks and all that, and it's bumping and gouging, that's when you get in your trouble.
Yeah.
But that was a good video. It was a good idea showing how the hole
how you
was.
can do that. But I mean, seriously, you want to protect your investment. You don't want to drag that thing all over the place.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because I just want it to last a long time, or resale value and everything too. I know it's got a whole warranty and all that stuff on it, but who wants to have to deal with that? I mean, if you take care of your stuff, it's
Let's see. Guy said the XI3 weighs about 37 pounds. My lithium is 50 amp, 12 pounds. If I change my battery, I will upgrade right away for 100 amp. That's what I would do anyways. I would get 100 if you can get it, which is about 21 pounds. That sounds about right. Would you put the battery in the back or in the front? I'd put it in the back.
100%. And make sure you put your breaker and everything with your battery.
Yes.
Put it in the back, the closest you can get it to your battery.
Yeah,
and
I know Gene Jensen did a video. A lot of guys go off of Gene Jensen's install video, and I think Gene did a really good job doing that video. I really appreciate Gene using our mount for that. The only thing, like after talking with Motor Guide and all that, you want your breaker, and I think we said this in the last video too.
Yes,
you want your breaker as close as the battery, the power source, their battery, as close as you can get it. My dad's going to message me tomorrow morning about that again. My dad gives me crap about that.
It's his dad's fault. He should have raised him how to speak. I can't wait till he hears that part.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. There is talk about power pole having one in the future? Trolling motor?
Possibly. Yeah, I've heard something about that. But everybody's got a trolling motor now. I mean, you got Garmin, you got a Lowrance, and all that stuff. I just hope that they start working together, so you don't have to be able to use your trolling motor. Like the Motor Guide right now, it only works with Lowrance.
Yeah.
So they need to be able to crossbreed.
Yeah. They all need to work together on that.
Because you need to be able to use whichever electronics you want with the motor that you want. It should be your choice.
Yeah. That's like Lowrance Ghost. Everything's Lowrance with it. I get it. But on the other hand, a lot of people are not big fans of them. They've had a lot of issues. I mean, I got buddies that are running them. Some of them love them, but some of them have had a lot of issues with them. And granted, they'll work it out. I mean, it'll get better.
I mean, they're a huge company. That's what they do is quality. So
let's see. Guy asked, what is your battery weight? It's about 21, 22 pounds with the Bino.
And 100 amp.
Yeah, and 100 amp. I think the 80 amp was
right
at
18, 17, 18 or something like that.
Let's see.
And that's what I'm running an old John Juan too.
Oh, Kyle Wilson's talking about. He's talking about Mead boat ramp, for example. I guess testing it out. Yak Bassin has the 100 amps outdoors. Manual automatic breaker. I would personally go with a manual, probably. Right? Ain't that the ones we sell? They're manual. You click a button.
We don't have a button. Ours are just if you check on our website, that's what we've been running those.
Yeah, but on the side, it's got that little breaker kick. So if you push that button back in, it resets the breaker.
On those, I thought they were automatic.
Well, they are. We'll have to look at it some more. But
I think that they're automatic.
Maybe they are.
It's like an automotive one, but they're they're on our site.
Yeah, you can go check them out on there. But people have been asking us. Probably cover this real quick, and they might get on off here in a minute. I appreciate everybody tuning in. People have been asking us about kits if we're going to do a complete install kit, like when we get the motor guides and the quick release plates in and all that. We've been talking about it, but the problem is going to be is I think it's going to be so hard right now when they first come in, they're going to sell so fast that people that already have motor mounts, that it's going to be hard to do an inventory where you got some set aside just for the kits.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be, we'll have everything on the site. Maybe when they come on, we put them up there, you can also buy, and we'll have, like some cable, the plug.
And when we have a definite, like once they're shipped and on the way, we'll probably put an announcement out there saying that we have motors coming this way, exactly what we have coming, should be in the shipment, so we'll know exactly what's those, and we might even try to pre-sell some of those.
Yeah.
Before we get them.
Yeah, we just got to work out shipping. I mean, if you guys can come pick them up, I know some of you guys already already got them, already watching, or if you don't live close, it's gonna be hard for you to just drive pick them up. But we're gonna work out shipping and all that. We've never shipped nothing that big from here, so we just got to work all that out. And shipping rates seem like they're changing daggone daily.
Yeah.
So just trying to work all that stuff out because that's a big item. And we did order 20. Was it 21 or 20? I can't remember what we ordered.
It's 21
motor plates.
Motor plates.
So, but like I say, guys are just tuning in. The 14th is they're giving us for the shipping date that we should have some. So if you got some friends that are looking for them, once we get the confirmation, like James said, we'll do some pre-orders probably. But we just got to figure out the shipping stuff so we can do the pre-orders because we got to figure that in.
Yeah.
I mean, when you ship one to California, it's going to cost an arm and a leg, right now. So we just got to work all that out, the logistics part of it. But other than that, man, we got anything else to cover tonight?
I don't think so. I need to close my eyes and go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm getting tired too. So, guys, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I want to thank
Thanks
10 Bass Bros for the donation. Really appreciate that. We're going to work on maybe trying to get a few lures on here to talk about. If you guys are interested in us testing some baits out or doing some reviews on baits, let us know. You can message us on Facebook or in the comments below, whatever. That way we can maybe work on getting some of these baits and doing a little review and talking about it and testing it. And, even Bonafide doesn't recommend. I want to install a Boondocks.
Yeah,
I'd be careful with that on a daggone Bonafide.
Yeah, we've seen some horror stories, and that's with a lot of kayaks too. It's not just Bonafide.
No,
it's a lot of stress on something. If I empty Bonafide, you ain't gonna hurt it.
Yeah, I don't think you will at all. It's just when you got your black pack or tackle and batteries and
and you're going over like if you were just pulling it up from a boat ramp and it was completely empty, I don't think you'd ever have a problem.
No,
it's just you can't, like Bonafide can't judge that, what people's going to have in it. You can't say a certain amount of load. And
he just burst my bubble. I was sorry, man. Yeah, I mean, even Native, they sell their own. What do they call them? I can't remember what they call them. Native. Something. It looks just like it's about close to what the Boondocks is. What's going on? Bottom line, Bass, and thank y'all for tuning in. I know. They are nice, but you just gotta be careful because people are pulling the tracks out or cracking the boats in the back.
Yeah, and you can bend a lot of things up and tear a lot of things up. We've seen a bunch of kayaks, all different manufacturers that have been, the Sidekick is what it is.
Yeah.
But they just, even with the ones we got, we hardly ever use them because we load our kayaks down and we just needed trailers.
Yeah, Bass needs to send us some soft fluke knockoffs. Send them to us, man. We'll use them.
Yeah.
We'll try them out. I love throwing a fluke.
We can talk about them on here.
Yeah.
Hopefully people, maybe we can sell you some. Sell some for you. These people on here.
So what is the name of your designer you put those blue cup on the wall? Thanks for the show, folks.
The designer? Oh, these little Amazon jobs?
Oh, yeah.
I made the pegboard thing.
Yeah.
For my daughter. My little cricket. That ain't nothing but plywood stained. With a groove cut in it on the table saw. Ain't nothing fancy. And those were on Amazon.
Yep. Yeah, Amazon is
just pegboard cup stuff. I don't know. I just found them in the pegboard things.
Yeah. We're thinking about doing, so y'all can see some of the other things we got going on. Like little things that we've made in the shop and all that. We finally got our shop in, I want to say, an organized manner. You say it's organized now?
Yeah, I think it's more efficient.
Yeah.
We got our shop more efficient and more laid out.
Yeah.
It's more streamlined.
Yeah.
I'd
so
say.
we're thinking about doing a video maybe this week. Maybe we'll see.
Probably.
We keep putting it off each
week. We got a lot of stuff to do.
But one day, whether it be lunch or whatever, we'll go through and shoot a quick little video. We'll just show everybody how our shop's run. I mean, some of the guys, even Robert, you haven't seen our shop like this when you were here last. We did a lot of changing over the weekend.
Yeah, it's a totally different shop than when Robert's seen it. Craig hasn't seen it either like this.
No. So we're pretty efficient now. We're trying to do that to get faster with getting out mounts, which we've done really well.
Yeah, I mean,
so
we
far.
cut the build times down sufficient. You know, just what?
David. He said, I'm meeting with Bob on Monday to go some places. You guys should come meet up. Also bring some fuzzy beaver for all us to try. Talk to Bob about some fuzzy beaver.
Yeah. Tell Bob. Oh boy.
Guy said,
we can't go fishing on a Monday.
No, I wish we could. Man.
Yeah.
Monday's like our busiest.
Yeah, because it's everything from the weekend and everything. Like, I wish we could, though.
Yeah, I really wish we could. So a little tour of the shop would be cool. Yeah, I'd love to share about it. I don't think some people realize it's just two of us.
Yeah, it's really just us. A lot of people swear up and down that we got. I mean, the only other people we have in there is we might have our wives and our kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you get a bunch of boxes from us and
the tapes all like crazy,
they look like a kid built them.
Probably a kid built them.
Probably a kid built
or
them.
One of us built them too. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But my 6-year-old boy, he'll throw some boxes together.
Yeah, for sure. Also, we have Jake. He comes in and helps us. Sometimes. So.
Yeah.
But other than that, but that's just once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on what he's got going on. So.
Yeah, old Big J.
But waiting on the child labor joke. We were doing a video a while back of the shop.
Yeah.
And then we had them all in a room and they were taping up boxes. We were making jokes like, get to work. But, but anyways, Philip Cook, see ya. All right, guys. Yeah, we're going to get ready to get off here, too. It's late. We've actually went longer than we thought we were going to go. So, no wonder I had a Crayola in one of my... You might have. You never know.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
We got coloring books. We got little ride cars and everything in there.
But other than that, guys, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. If you haven't hit the like button, hit that, please. If you haven't followed us on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, make sure you go check us all out there.
And subscribe if you can.
Yeah. If you guys are on TikTok, I know some of you guys do. Some of you guys don't. If you do, make sure we got some videos up there as well. What was that comment? It ain't come up on mine yet.
David said he'll be ordering a hat and stuff from us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Appreciate it, David. But other than that, man, you guys have a good night. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video with your friends. And give us some ideas what you want to talk about in the next Tackle Tuesday. Like I say, we got some money now. We're going to go buy us a spinnerbait, I think. But
we're definitely buying a spinnerbait.
Yeah. So, but other than that, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good one.
And good night, everyone.
Thank y'all. See ya.